I gotta get my shit looking right. Yeah.
Just my hat, make room for
All right, I'm gonna remove
All right.
you.
All right. All right. What's up? What's up, everybody? Man, it's J-Dub with MMA Futures and Digital Alchemy. Man, I'm here with my boy Davion Franklin. We're going to have a little powwow here. Here's Davion right here.
Yo.
Also known as All Day.
Yes, sir.
Man, so what's up, Davion? Before we get started, man, I got to give a quick shout out to Access Rejuvenation. Y'all can see him right behind me on the green screen. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. That is for us older guys. It is hormone replacement. So it keeps you real into bed. Whatever you need to do, these guys are all about it. Ladies, if you're looking for weight loss, this place is legit AF. They have a weight loss program and they are extremely successful. They do everything through a lab. With doctors and research and I've had great results with Access. Anyway, man, let's talk to Davion. Let's first off, man, let's talk about the big white elephant in the room, man.
Big white elephant.
yeah, the big white pussy in the room. I don't want to say it like that. So, man, tell me about what happened, man. Why didn't we get to see you on Bellator's main card the other night when you were scheduled to fight Anthony Garrett?
Have you ever fought in Connecticut?
I have not.
Okay, so with the COVID and the stipulations, we have to get tested twice for COVID during the week. We get there. Since the fight was supposed to happen on Thursday, we got there on Saturday. We quarantined all Sunday. We tested Monday, which is our first test. Come back clean. You get to walk around the hotel lobby, and then you test again Wednesday, and Wednesday the day before the fight. As far as what I understand is we both tested negative for COVID, and the fight was ready to go, and our fight got moved to the main card. Big moment, and
right. So main card, Bellator card. You're going live. So I was on a main card also, so I know all about it. When you are on the main card, you are treated very well. Bellator treats all their fighters well, and especially when you're on the main card, man. I got some really good treatment from these guys. Rich is a great guy, and Davion, you got your big moment to be live on television, and we got. I know. Lights out, man. That's what it looked like when I got punched by you. No,
okay.
So, man, so the main card, you're live on not Spike TV, but
CBS Sports.
It was CBS Sports. So
yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so this was a big one. This is a big opportunity.
Big opportunity.
Continue.
Really big.
Continue.
No, just in short, basically, I was getting ready to go check in because since we got moved to the main card, we're the first fight in the main card. Our fight was supposed to be at 10 o'clock p.m.
It's better than ours. It was at midnight.
10 o'clock. And which, I think I look at it like this. Even when me and you fought, like, I was like, I want to be fighting for champions one day. Usually the main event and the championship fights are around this time.
Blast.
You know what I mean? So I was like, that was my mentality. So like, you know what? It's cool. I'm fighting late. That's awesome. This is a good feeling. And,
I was happy when that happened because it was to our advantage because I'm the veteran fighter, and we knew that it was your first MMA fight, and yeah, you got some sunsplotch. I'm just kidding.
no, it's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
no,
There's like a little glare on my phone. But it's
see
okay.
if you can tilt your. Can you tilt your? Are you on a laptop? Can you tilt it down just a hair? Or you probably get rid of that.
No, it's my phone. I think it's a screen protector, but it's fine.
All good, all good. So anyway, to continue, so when Davion and I fought, just to let everybody know, we were on not on the main card, but we were the last scheduled fight for the prelims. Now that's something. They were giving you some hella respect. They were giving me some hella respect. They gave me red corner. That was surprising to me when you're the Bellator contracted guy. That was hella respect on both ends for both of us. So what happens is when they have a live television broadcast, what happened to Davion and I, we got bumped to the very last fight. Basically, we didn't fight until goddamn near 11:15, I think. I don't know. I don't remember what time it was, but it was late. It was late. We were the last fight of the night, and we had been sitting there gloved up. I mean, almost for I didn't. Yeah, you were down there for a long time, and I waited to go down there because I knew. I was upstairs napping, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was cool, man.
But we wanted that. We liked that because it was like, all right, man, let him eat that because man, nerves will eat you up. And you didn't let it eat you up. I love you, you young ass man. You were so calm in there. Continue, man. Continue.
Yeah. Basically, bro, like it was time to check in. I meditate, and I was meditating, and I was ready, man. I was ready, and mind you, had he tested positive for COVID, like I would have known the morning of the fight. You know, the morning of fight day, I would have known. You know, so that was out the window. But basically, I'm getting ready to check in. I'm walking down to the lobby, and I get a call from my manager and my coaches, and they're basically saying the fight's off. I asked them what's going on. They said they talked to Rich, and they talked to some other guys that worked for Bellator, and they basically said that verbatim that Anthony Garrett said he wasn't feeling well, and it didn't feel right. Apparently, Rich tried to talk to him, and a couple other Bellator guys walked up to his room. They tried to talk to him, and he just wasn't going. And then that was it. I guess he psyched himself out, from my understanding, and as a result, I got paid a full purse. So
shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So, hey, congrats on that because I know what that cost. Hey, I know what she was getting paid. All right. So, I mean, it's usually public, but you know, I know what she was getting paid, and congratulations, bro, to double your purse. That's awesome.
That's why I couldn't be too mad, but it's just like, you know, that was a big moment, bro, for me, and I'm just like, I like big moments, you know.
That we live for them. We live for them. True warriors. I've never fought for money. I can tell you that right now. Yes, I've gotten paid. But I hate to tell Rich this, but I would have taken both the fight with you and the one with Jack Swagger for free. I mean, you could have saved yourself, you know, like the $8,000 on the first fight. You could have saved yourself another $5 on your fight with me. Yeah, it was. I've never fought for money, but you know, some of us, you know, I've had somebody back out on me the day of the fight.
Yeah, not 2 hours before the fight's supposed to happen though. That's crazy,
bro. I've had it that bad, and this wasn't a professional fight. This was amateur, so there's a difference. And this was not a live fight on CBS Sports where, you know, potentially 1 million people would have been watching you live.
I mean, honestly, like, I think he knew, like he knew it was time for me to make him, like, you got to think that he talked a lot of smack, how he's gonna take my soul, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna talk a lot of smack. I'm gonna let my I'm
gonna try not to. I'm gonna try not to. You know, I want to talk shit. You know, I want to talk shit on this.
But it's not a bash Anthony Garrett, you know, because, you know, you got to think, bro, this is something that he's got to live with the rest of his life.
You know what, man? I'm gonna bite my tongue, and I know this is hard for people at home to believe. J-Dub's gonna bite his tongue. So Anthony Garrett fought me. He beat me. This is a couple of months before he fought you, or was supposed to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
There was some there was some extreme shit talk. He was very disrespectful to me. He was very disrespectful to my podcast. I had Jack Swagger on here, Jake Hager. He was extremely disrespectful in my opinion. And, you know, what I saw from him, just his behavior there at the fight, his behavior before the fight, his behavior on social media, his behavior on my, you know, when he was commenting on my podcast, when I had you know, in my opinion, a very high caliber guest on here, just the level of disrespect he showed me and himself, honestly, just, you know, he just wasn't, fuck that guy. You know what? Fuck that guy. He to do something. I mean, he's a dude that's just, he's a poser, man. And I hope the fuck he does watch this. Cause you know what? I feel like, man, you're a coward, Anthony. You know, don't go, and you're not just screwing over the promoter, but you're screwing over the fighter that sold many tickets. He's got his friends and family ready. They're excited. They want to watch him fight. And I promoted fights like I did UCO. I don't know if I told you this, Davion, but I used to promote fights. Universal Combat League up until October of last year. I was a fight promoter. I did 9 fights in the Midwest area, mostly Leavenworth and Lawrence. Leavenworth, Kansas, and Lawrence, Kansas. Lawrence, Kansas is where KU. You are an Oklahoma guy. You probably know about KU. Lawrence is a college town. We did a couple shows there. Anyway, first thing I try to tell these fighters, and these are amateurs, man. The pros fucking know this, man. The first thing I try to tell these guys, like, hey, you know, if you're not sure, don't take the fight, because here's what happens, man. You get your opponent. He's just as nervous as you are. He's going through every emotion you're going through. Even if he's got 100 fights, man, he's nervous. He's pushing through those emotions. He's pushing through, you know, the process of getting to the point where you're inside the cage and you're ready to go. There is training, there's, you know, emotions, there's everything that you got to go through as a fighter, as a warrior, as a gladiator to get to that point. Don't disappoint this man and back out a day, an hour, or whatever. I've had guys show up for weigh-ins and not come back. You know, it's like, don't do that. You're not just screwing this guy selling tickets. He's got people, his family, everything else. Like, you know, I had one guy, his mom drove, you know, 6 hours to see him fight, and the guy back, you know, his opponent backed out on him. It was like, anyway, I could go on and on and on about that shit because I've seen it so many times. Not usually do you see it in the professional ranks like that. Shame on you, Anthony Garrett.
I hope that I hope if he does see this, just know that there's no bad blood with me and him. Like, I'm gonna get more opportunities to fight on TV. I'm still gonna be in Bellator, and I'm still gonna be dominant and impressive.
He'll be known as a poser and a guy that wants to fight, a dude that wants to fight a 43-year-old guy on the edge of retirement. I mean,
well,
honestly,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, like, so whatever. Like, even he backed out. Yeah, he took that opportunity away, but there's gonna be more opportunities for me.
Yep.
He's not.
And I have no doubt you're going to be a successful professional MMA fighter. No doubt whatsoever. He's just a stepping stone. I would have really liked you seen you put hands on him, but it's all good.
Hey, yeah. I mean, but there's also a thing, JW. There's a thing called mental warfare. You know what I mean? I'm really good with this up here. You know what I mean?
You learn from the best, man. Hey. Yeah. But you said, man, I want you to know, man. What'd you say to me? The first thing you said to me after my fight, our fight, you said, man, I just want you to know, man, you got to me, man. You was fucking with me.
You want to know something crazy? I never even tell people. I told my coaches this after the fight. For me, I can never even speak, not loud. I can never physically speak anything. And like, I can never speak like any negative thing into existence. So like,
let me roll that back.
But
start that over.
Yeah, let's say, hey, you're cutting out just a hair. Let's start that over. Producer said he missed. You cut out just a little bit. So let's we're editing it. So reel in, just start that over again. I'm going to say, what was the first thing you said to me directly after our fight?
Well, yeah, I was telling you like a little story. So like, I can never even like. A lot's changed since then, but I could never. There's my first fight ever. Is a really big moment for me. Like,
it was
against a guy who's like 5-2, who's like, and on top of that, like, no matter how nice you were to me, you know.
Yeah, I won 4 straight, man. I was on a roll, baby.
Yeah, you told me that. You told me that. It's a couple of things. I'm gonna get into it, but you told me that you had. I remember when it was me and my striking coach. You came up to me like, yeah, I had over 50 fights.
Bro,
like,
hey, that was all calculated. That was all calculated. So you know,
I was like, okay, that's one. But yeah, I think I have a tremendous amount of self-confidence. That's what carried me through.
Great.
So, but like literally the week of the fight, I never forget. Like 2 nights of the fight week. And I can say it now because the fight already happened. But dude, I had like two of the same nightmares of me getting knocked out by you, bro. Like you just like
that's what everybody's afraid of. They're
well,
they want to fight me, but they don't want to get knocked out.
Well, that was just like no, like but he's gonna. I was like, because like it doesn't like usually I didn't take any amateur fights. My first fight was ever was in Bellator. I was like, bro, my career could be ended before it even happens. You know what I mean?
That's a high level to jump right into.
Yeah.
That's a high level to jump right into. And I wanted to mention that when first thing I saw you, it was not to cut you off because I want you to continue. So, at my age, man, like you had to have studied, you get plenty of footage of me. There's plenty of footage of me. So
there's one fight in particular. You were fighting some buff ball black dude. And me and my girlfriend was watching. I never forget. But there was a fight. You were fighting a buff ball black dude, and I was just
knocked his ass out.
You knocked him out, and
knocked him out.
That's the reason why this guy wants to fight me because I look just. Like
man, my buddy Jeff. He says, man, why is it you always do so well against the black dudes? I was like, what are you talking about? I've been beat up by enough black dudes to know that. Hey, yeah. He said, well, you're good, man. This dude's black. You got this guy. I'm like, man, would you shut up, man, with that shit? This dude's a professional fucking athlete. And anyway, that kid that I knocked out, man, he was intimidating, man. Like
he looked like it. Like
he was fucking big as fuck, dude. Like he was just swole. He was a sawed off dude, and like he swung on me, and I jumped out of the way, and I was like, holy fuck! Like I was like, goddamn! Like it was one of those ones that it didn't connect, but I knew that if it did, my shit was going straight to sleep. And I was like, man, I just got comfortable. He let me get comfortable. And that was one thing that I started to feel with you. Like I started to get a little comfortable with you. And then all of a sudden you took me down. I was like, damn it, man, come on, man. But I mean, I know like that was the thing to do. Like seriously, like everybody wants to fight me because I'm older and I do. That's all I got. That's all I got. I got my left hand, man. That's it.
Bro, honestly, bro, you're a damn fighter, bro. You're a real fighter, bro. Like you don't back away from challenges. That's one thing I noticed, man. You're a stand-up dude. That's like when I have my interviews and I'm doing media, they have nothing but positive things to say about you, man. You're a stand-up dude or whatever. And on top of that, bro, you're not a pussy. Like you would not like granted, and I hate that I'm bringing this guy's name up again, but like Anthony, you had a sizable. Anthony Gary had a sizable weight advantage, height advantage, reach advantage, everything. You know what I mean? And he's younger. You know what I mean? Like, but all the fights that I watched you, I was just like, man, like this guy, he fights. You know what I'm saying? He's not like you're older in age, but that doesn't stop you.
No, hell no.
It's not a hindrance.
You're gonna have to beat the shit out of me. Yeah. You're gonna have to beat the shit out of me. Like it's that's something that I always felt like I bring to the table was toughness.
You're a tough dude. Like and like honestly, me and my girlfriend we watched your fight. Like we fought you. We watched your fight with Anthony Garrett or whatever the last one. And she's just like did it because she admires you, man. You know what I mean? Like
man, I want to say this on air that I was going through a lot of personal problems. I don't want to make any excuses, man. Anthony Garrett beat me, period. And he beat me for a couple of reasons, man. One was I wasn't prepared mentally. Two, I was again, it's not an excuse. I was physically I couldn't. My fight camp was crippled. I had a sprained ankle. I couldn't roll live. I couldn't go live much at all for the last 3 weeks of my fight camp when you're supposed to be going hardest. I feel like that there is your confidence booster.
They asked me about that, and I said I literally told I think it was MMA Junkie. I said, bro, you look way more game when you fought me than how it was in your last fight.
Yeah, I was just not in it. I was out of it completely. Zach wanted to pull me from the fight, not just because of the ankle, but because he knew that something was going on, man. Yeah, I battled substance abuse. And I'm clean, 37 days clean right now. I was having personal issues. Doesn't matter, man. It's my fault that I wasn't prepared. I feel like I could beat Anthony 9 times out of 10. Honestly, I feel like I gave that fight away just out of irresponsibility. But I'm human, man, and we all make mistakes. We all carry something on our shoulders that we hide from the rest of the world. And then sometimes, if you can't keep yourself together, man, it'll come back to bite you and haunt you in some of your big moments, and you'll lose opportunities like I did. I mean, I assume I'd have got another Bellator shot. I mean, obviously not against you, but against somebody. Had I beaten Anthony, and like they gave us the FAC, it gave us a couple of.
I mean, I wish it was. It could. I mean, I wish it was someone like it.
We chose.
I wish it was someone who was like you, because like you can't.
Well, and like, man, and I hate to say this, because I mean, like, man, when I fought you, like, we were on a 4-fight win streak, and I came to fucking win. But I knew that, I wanted to keep the streak rolling. I knew that it was going to be tough, man. We definitely, we were told 235. When I saw you, I was like, come the fuck on, man. We were told 235. I'm like, man, this been aimed at 235 since high school, man. Like, so I'm looking at you, and the coach is like, and I think that probably the coach had the same feeling that the ref did. The ref obviously stopped the fight, but it pissed me off, man, because the ref was sitting there, and he's telling me, you need to move. I was okay. You weren't landing anything. Like, I didn't want you to land anything, because them motherfuckers were coming hot and quick. But as soon as I tried to move, you caught me and knocked me stupid. And I was like, now, man, if I would have just stayed where I was at, I was just fine. Like, he would have still had to move to hit me anyway. Like, not to say it would have changed the outcome or anything like that, but it irritated me. But I do have to concede, because he was looking at the same thing everybody else was. Okay, this is a very large man, and this is a decent shaped guy. I was in pretty good shape when I fought you, and I definitely looked ready, but at the same time, they're like, man, I don't want this enormously large, athletic looking dude to hurt this older guy.
Yeah.
So he was gonna pull the towel on me quick. I knew already. So, like, no hard feelings against Mike Bell or anything like that. I know Mike. He's a very fair.
He's an awesome dude, man.
Yes, he is.
So is Daniel Morgliato, bro. I honestly, he's my favorite ref. Honestly, like,
I wanted you to knock me out, bro. Like, hey, let me fight. Let us fight, man. Like, for real. Like, I didn't think I was gonna beat you. Like, I felt at the time I was, but looking back, like, you know what? This is a very tough dude. I wasn't gonna out wrestle you. Like, the best thing I could do was try to get back to my feet. At that time, really, I just needed to get to a point where I could get a hold of something and start working my way back up. You had already postured up, man. I mean, you was in a great position, man, and you did exactly what you needed to do.
Well, so you gotta check this out.
Beat my ass, man.
You gotta check this out, JW. So you had a winning streak. You want to protect your winning streak, right?
I wanted to win.
So protect this, but listen, this is under, and I'm not going to say who said this, who said what, but and it's just real. This is just real. First of all, I love big moments. I shine on the big moments, but you got to think. No amateur experience. I have nothing else in my life to go back to. Yeah, I was I felt like I was someone who took everything for granted. This is my way to get myself back into the right path. Imagine before that fight, the commission. I'm not going to say who, but somebody, not even for Bellator, a commissioner. Look at the time, commissioner in Oklahoma literally told me if I didn't beat you, I was going to get cut.
I believe it.
I'm in the locker room the whole day, like you said. The nerves are eating away at me, so it's just like it's nothing but pressure, nervousness. Like, damn, like this doesn't work.
And then they gave me home field, dude. They gave me home field. Yeah.
Well, I'm not from Oklahoma, by the way, but this
guy,
like,
home field is what I mean. Red corner, blue corner.
That's the last thing a young fighter needs to hear is if you don't win this fight, you will be cut. and the person who told me doesn't even work for Bellator.
Yeah.
But I didn't know because
Weird.
I didn't know anybody. He was just like,
Yeah.
"How are you in Bellator with no amateur fights?"
Right.
And I'm just like, and so I heard, and I was like, I looked.
What happens is they'll suspend you. Like, so let me explain how this works because I know how the commission works because I was a fight promoter. So the commission does this. Okay, so the commissioner goes is what happened is that commissioner, probably the head commissioner of Oklahoma, went to Bellator, either Rich or whoever was in charge that day, and said, okay, you're wanting me to sanction a guy that has never fought before against a 5-2 professional fighter that has 39 amateur fights and he's 5-2 as a professional. Are you fucking crazy? That's exactly the way that conversation went. And he said, okay, well, here's what I got to do. He had to make his case because I've done this before. I had a guy, Scott Heston, who's an 8-1 Bellator fighter. I had to convince the Kansas Athletic Commission to let him fight a guy that was like 0-4. And yeah, and I'll go into that some other time. Scott Heston's a great guy. Anyway, so they had to explain to the commissioner, they had to make their case with you. They had to make the case. Okay, he's very okay that he comes out of Jackson Wing. They are going to vouch for him. These guys are all vouch for him. He's ready to be a professional. They've worked with him for a year and a half, whatever. He is not coming in here and he's not going to get murdered by this guy that's 5-2. Of course, they're not. When they come up and so the athletic commission is on the hook or is on the line now. Now, if they sanction this and I come out and I fucking knock you out and almost kill you. Hypothetically speaking, if I knock you out and almost kill you, they have to answer to the higher authority, which is, the Oklahoma Athletic Commission will have to answer to the state, athletic commission, which is like,
why'd you sanction this guy?
Why did you let this fight happen?
Yeah,
exactly. You've got a guy with zero experience. So when he told you that, he probably shouldn't have. He shouldn't have said that to you at all. He probably should have said that to Rich. Because that to me would have been inappropriate. I would have gotten pissed if Adam Roebuck, who is the Kansas Athletic Commissioner, went up to one of my fighters and said,
"It was definitely like honestly, like I said, I and no disrespect to you, you know what I mean?
No. Hey,
you gotta think my last opponent that I just fought had more fights than you, more pro fights than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
no, I didn't go pro till I was 40. Like
I'm saying he had more fights than you, and he was younger than you, he was taller than you, way more than you. You know what I mean?
Great fight.
Thank you. I had the same mentality against him. I just have tremendous confidence, and
I had the eye of the tiger, baby. I saw it in you. I was like, man. I saw it in you as soon as when I got in that cage, bro, and I saw how calm you were and how you stayed calm and how you like when I
felt like my life was on the line. That's what I felt. I feel like my life. I'm like, bro, I'm so desperate to change my life.
You did great. You did great.
If I cannot win this fight, like, where the fuck am I gonna go?
I stuck that takedown on you, and I was like, and I stood, and I was ready for it. So I wanted you to trade with me. So when I stuffed that takedown, and you backed up a little bit, you let me go. I was like, all right, let's do this. Like, I was swing, dude, because I was gonna go. Okay, let's go. It's time to entertain. Because I was gonna just start boom. Like, and I was like, fuck it, that's what I wanted to do. But you were calm. You did exactly what you're supposed to. You backed up. No, I ain't getting in your fight, J-Dub. We ain't doing this. That's how I would have knocked you out. That's how it would have happened. It would have had to been something crazy like that to where, like, we was standing there and
like you did the other black dude.
So the announcer goes, Kaiser standing his ground, and it was like, yeah, I didn't back up because I wanted to trade with you.
Yeah,
I was like swing, because I do this with Zach too, because Zach's a fucking machine, bro. Like sparring with that dude, Zach Cummings, my coach. It's rough, man, because he is a precise, hard punching asshole. And that dude, like, I'll get backed up against the wall and I'll just wait, like, fuck it, let's go, Zach. You got me in the wall. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I wanted, man. And you just like, poker face, backed up and said, okay, no, J-Dub, we're not fighting your fight. We're gonna go back out here. We're gonna slow it down.
Yeah,
beautiful.
One thing I noticed that all the fights, the ones that because like, man, I looked at your wins, man. I like your wins. Are your wins like knockouts?
All of them.
Yeah.
Left.
So like,
left.
that was kind of cool. Like looking back and like just knowing and getting to know you a little bit. Like
Yeah.
all your wins were like knockouts, and then it's
They
just
go back,
like
they go back 13 years, bro.
yep,
Some
and like
fights
but like
on
all of
YouTube
them were
years old.
all of them when all of the most of the ones that I seen were when people try to rush at you, and then they just get clipped, and that's all I kept thinking about. Like in the gym, so like, and to go back to your question, after the fight, I told you that you had got in my head a little bit. I did tell you.
It was you said you was checking out my social media and stuff like that. And I was so the biggest thing was like my coach, not Zach, one of the other coaches, a guy he mentioned, he said, you know what, man, he said the guy's never fought before. He's like, as soon as you see him, man, go up and be super cool to him, and then now I'm always cool. Like that's just how I do it, man. I did that to Swagger too, and Swagger was thrown off too. He's like, man, yeah, you're being so fucking cool, dude. And anyway, like I'm just that. I'm just like I don't. You're not my enemy, dude. You're not my enemy ever. And you know, it's like I said, when I talk shit on Facebook for who it was, I felt like I earned that just because of how much respect I show to everybody that I get in the cage with. Mm-hmm. Anyway, my coach told me, he says, man, he says, dude, go to him and just remind him of the situation, man. Remind him that it's like, you got how many fights? You got 50 fights. Remind him that this is his first fight ever, and it's on Bellator. He says, man, that'll eat a guy's nerves up. He'll be ready to die by the time he gets in the ring. Like, yeah, and like, and I was,
I'm a different beast, bro. Like, see, that honestly, that
great.
turned me on, man. That turned me on. I'm like, you know what? I was like,
some people rise to the occasion, man.
Yeah. But the thing that did was just like, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I was watching that fight with you and the guy who kind of looked a little like me a little bit.
So which one, man? Because there was
Chris Beal. Chris Beal.
No, not Chris Beal. Hell no. There was
a
Chris
bald
Beal.
Black dude.
Okay, so was it Michael Edwards?
I don't remember.
Michael Edwards beat the shit out of me for 4 minutes, and then I rolled over and knocked him out on top of him.
Yeah, it was that guy.
Okay, yeah, okay. So Michael Edwards whipped my ass for 4 minutes or for 3.5 minutes, and then he tried to go for a leg lock.
Yep. That was that guy. That was that guy.
Yeah. So I just set up, and then man, he ate some elbows, bro, and then I knocked him out with that punch. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was, and I think that just looking at that, I was just like, but it was like you said, it's my first fight. I got to learn a whole lot at that fight, and then my second fight happened against a guy with more experience, pro experience. Not probably not fight experience, but more pro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just with the road that I'm taking, I'm learning on the fly. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get a chance to learn all this in the amateurs. I'm just learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, if there's anything I can,
since it's pro.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck that I didn't have no amateur experience. They don't care because you're at the pros. There's no excuses. No, you should. You know what I'm saying? So like,
you don't get a. Yeah, you didn't know that. You didn't know that. Yeah. So a perfect example, quick. I think we're kind of running short on time a little bit. Yeah, we're at 32 minutes. So
my bad, bro.
Hell no. We having fun. Hey, this is real shit. This is real talk. Yeah. Griffin hasn't even sent me any. Hey, Griff's loving it. He's like, this is a good podcast, bro. So we're doing good. Like, this is entertaining. Griff's entertained, so we're doing good. That's the producer. Griff? Fuck was I gonna say, Griff? I lost my train of thought.
You didn't know. Something like that.
Now you really got me confused, man. Where was we at? What was
you were basically? I was just basically telling you how like I'm just learning on the fly, and you were just basically reiterating that I didn't know.
You were talking about how there's no excuses in the pros.
Okay, so okay, so there was I got a perfect example of learning on the fly. I will. So Jake Hager, he was in the same position you were. He was 2-0. In his second fight, after he fought me, he fought a guy named say his fucking name. It doesn't matter what his name was. The guy he was fighting was he's also from Kansas. He fought him anyway. He took him down and he choked the dude, and the dude tapped, and he did not realize he tapped, and he held the choke for about 2 more seconds, and he started getting boos. Everybody was pissed. They even asked him about it. Why did you hold the choke as long as you did? The interviews afterwards, like there was a lot of bad blood because he held the choke so long. Now, when you watch the video, he held the fucking choke too long. Like he was tapping. We're all warriors out here, but when the taps, let up, bro.
Yeah,
Jake, you're my guy. I love you, but that was learning on the fly. That was a perfect example of inexperience.
Yeah.
So he told the interviewer guy afterward, the guy in the cage interviewing him directly after the fight, that he says, I thought the guy was trying to hit me because he referred to our fight. He was like, my last guy I fought was punching me while I had him in the same hold.
Yeah.
And I was like reaching around going, pap, pap, pap.
Yeah.
I was reaching around and I was punching Jake while he had me in that chokehold. And anyway, so like there's an example, learn on the fly. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know, Jake's got lots of experience wrestling. He was, I think, in the moment. Yeah, you know what? I get it sometimes. Like that's just not enough cage experience there, and it showed. It wasn't like, you know, anything bad to say about Jake or anything like that. You know, shit happens. I spotted it because I'm a professional. I've got 50 fights. I've seen a lot. But I know that, you know, this is something that's what I spotted it as inexperience in the cage. So that's something you'll probably run into. I'm not saying you're going to choke somebody too long, but you're just going to have these little things that happen inside there that you're just like being new on the basketball court, man. You know, oh, you double dribble. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. You watched the video. Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? It's a foul, but it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just lessons. It's just lessons. You know.
Okay, oh shit! Hold on a second. I'm getting text messages. It's not from Griff though. That's good.
From your girl.
You have that as an extension cord. No. Here, I'll just call him later. I did meet Chris Pratt, dickhead, but we're not going to talk about that. It's my favorite.
Did your sugar baby text you?
Yeah, that's Mama. She's
your sugar baby. Your sugar daddy.
My sugar daddy. Griff's my sugar daddy. Griff's my sugar daddy. Come over here. Come here, Griff. Hey, this is a college kid, man. Look at this guy. This guy, man. This guy had a full-grown man's beard at 16, man. I'm so jealous. Like, I just started getting to grow my shit out.
It was before that.
He said it was before that. Griff. This is my guy, Griff, right here.
What up, Griff?
Oh, I got the marriage.
Bro, Griff looks like the stereotypical production guy.
Doesn't he?
You
like,
can
look
look like, you know what, that guy works in production.
Yeah, right. If you remember the credits on movies, grips, what the fuck is a grip? That's a grip. That's a grip, right? If I was going to, you look at the dictionary, grip, there's a picture of Griff right there. He hates me.
Yeah.
He's been working with me for a while, man. He helped out with the UCL shows and stuff. You just went blank. Oh, yeah. Are you there?
I'm there. What'd you say, brother?
Okay. He helped me out with the UCL shows when I was promoting. Yeah, he helped out with all the live streaming and stuff like that. He's a good kid, man. Anyway, man, let's cut it off. Man, you got shout outs? Now's the time, brother.
I want to give a shout out to my homie JW Kaiser, man. Thanks for being a real dude, a real stand-up guy. I want to give a shout out to my last opponent, Anthony Garrett. I want to give a shout out to Raz Hilton, and I want to give a shout out just because, like, you know, this is life, man, and you can't take some things too serious, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, he'll have to live with being a coward. I'm just gonna say it.
We went quiet.
What's that?
Can't hear him.
You can't hear him?
Can you hear me?
I can hear him.
No, we can't.
Okay, continue, sir.
Yeah, that's all. I just want to give a shout out to my last opponents, and that's it.
Bravo. All right,
Thanks,
man. So, yep, we'll cut it off here, man. This will be on MMA Futures. This is our second podcast. We did James Krause right before you. So give me a couple days to get it edited. Probably be before the new year. I'll get it posted. I'll send you a link.
All right, bro. Take care.
All right, guys.
Have a good year.
Right.
Merry Christmas.
Peace out. You too. Merry Christmas.
All
right, peace.
Any last words?
All right, guys. That was my man all day, also known as Davion Franklin. Access Rejuvenation, thanks again for all your support. Straight Edge Barbershop, thanks for this pimp ass fucking haircut and shave. I'm growing this beard out because I want to be just like my guy Zach Cummings, and I'm going to eventually have an awesomer beard than him. Awesomer, is that a word? I don't know. Doesn't matter. More awesome? Fuck that. It's awesomer. All right, so again, guys, just tune in, man. We got our YouTube channel. We also got the Facebook, man. Just look up Digital Alchemy Productions, Digital Alchemy Creative. If you got any questions for me, shoot me a text, shoot me something on Facebook or YouTube. I guess that's it, man. Peace out.